Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this week's edition of C&C Comics. I, of course, am your host, Caleb, and I'm here with my co-host, Cameron. Cameron, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, man. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Now let's talk about some comics.
Alrighty.
Now, before we get into it, we always like to talk about a little stuff that doesn't really matter. So, we got set photos of Amy Adams on Man of Steel as Lois Lane. She looks normal.
Okay.
We got pictures of Scoot McNairy on the Batman Superman set, who's rumored to play Nightwing.
Yay.
And then we got a picture of Ben Affleck giving a really mean glare to a camera.
Good.
That's pretty much it. Other than that, Marvel's kind of put out a couple pictures of spoilery stuff from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Silly Marvel.
Cameron, I'll tell you what they are after the podcast.
Okay. Alright.
Because they're obvious ones. I'm sure you can probably think of the two I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Because I brought it up earlier in the conversation, and then the other one is the... Okay, well, this one isn't... This isn't spoiling anything. The other one's the post-credit scene.
Oh, okay. Alright.
Okay, so since we don't really have much I would call it non-news, but we aren't Stephen Larson.
What about,
It's just not news.
No, what about are you doing the, Chavo Guerrero thing?
I actually have it as a subject, yeah.
Really? Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah, I want to talk about it, because it's going to be something I know we're going to talk about it for a little bit.
Alright. Sure.
So I know we're going to make fun of it, so I think that's the reason I put it as a subject.
Alright.
Okay, so the first topic we have is Batman Earth 1 and Superman Earth 1. Cameron, these are two apparently popular series.
I've heard that.
Are you aware of the basis of these comics?
No.
Okay, so it's basically alternate reality universe stuff. It's like Batman in an alternate universe and Superman in an alternate universe.
I see.
It's kind of like the Ultimate Comics. And see, here's the thing: is I thought they had been some long dead thing. So when I heard that these two, that Superman Earth 1 Volume 3 and Batman Earth 1 Volume 2 were coming out next year, I was like, oh, that's cool. They're reviving it. No, apparently these just come out like every couple years.
Well,
and they're in full graphic novel form. I don't believe they actually released issues of them.
That's really interesting.
And Cameron, you know I'm not a fan of issues.
Yeah.
So I love that. And also, this makes me really want to read Batman and Superman Earth 1.
Same.
I've heard amazing things, and I've heard Zod is in Superman.
I am buying it now.
You have to buy it. You have no choice now, because it's Zod.
Zod.
You need to read Last Son as well, because that's a big Zod story.
Yeah, I plan on it.
Oh, you know about that already? Yeah, because apparently it's a decent story.
Yeah.
So let's go into the first bit of news here. Wait, oh my god, I'm sorry, we are in the first bit of news. That's a brain fart there. I apologize, people. So do you have any final thoughts on Batman, Superman, Earth 1?
No.
It's just the dawn of justice in Earth 1. I don't even know what that's supposed to mean. Another cool thing, Chris Jericho said playing Aquaman would be really cool.
We need him as Aquaman.
But it's not going to happen.
It could.
But it would be cool.
Jason Momoa was going to play Drax, but then
he was. Oh yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah, he's that really. I think Batista fits that mold better.
Yeah.
Okay, so Kick-Ass 3, not the comic, which apparently just came out or is coming out, but Kick-Ass 3, the movie, which me and Cameron we just reviewed Kick-Ass 2.
Yeah.
Not too long ago. So Kick-Ass 3 is doubtful but possible.
They should do it like 20 years in the future when Kick-Ass is like a millionaire and he's basically Iron Man.
Yes, Iron Kick-Ass is what we need.
I don't want to see
Chloe Moretz,
and
she'll be... You go ahead.
No, you go.
No. Chloe Moretz's Hit Girl will be legal by then as well. So then it's not weird. I wonder if she'll get rid of the purple wig.
No, you can't.
She did. Did you notice she got rid of the schoolgirl skirt though in Kick-Ass 2?
Yeah.
Kid girl, she's so cool. Anyway, nonetheless, so Kick-Ass 3 is doubtful but possible at the same time, and also and this is also due to the fact that Kick-Ass 2 didn't sell amazingly, and it sold a lot less than the first one. But then Chloe Moretz has come out and said, "Well, it's the most pirated movie of 2013. What do you expect?"
Really?
Yeah, Kick-Ass 2 was the most pirated movie last year.
Well then.
No one wanted to go to the theaters. They all wanted to illegally download it.
That's why people suck sometimes. Dr. Dre put that as a lyric. Stop pirating stuff, people.
Yes, I love Dr. Dre. It's a good reference. So Cameron, if Kick-Ass 3 is made, do you want that?
Depending on the story.
I will say this because a lot of people did not like Kick-Ass 2.
Which I don't really understand because I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed that movie. It's not the first one at all.
No.
The first one, nothing will ever touch the first one. The second one was a decent movie though, and it's like God, I just really, really hope if they make Kick-Ass 3 that it's good. That's all I really ask.
You want to know what we need for Kick-Ass 3? Quentin
Sure.
Tarantino directing it.
Yes. Imagine. All right, guys. So Kick-Ass. All right, this is what I want you to do. I want you to chop his head off, and I want blood to be everywhere. You need to say the N-word while doing it. You understand me? That's how it's going to work here. Now, where the hell is Samuel L. Jackson? He needs to be over here right now. Get over here, Sam. Sam, come here. He's going to replace Colonel Stars and Stripes. So yeah, I agree. Quentin Tarantino directing Kick-Ass 3 would be the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
Imagine a Django. Okay, Kick-Ass goes back in time and meets Django.
That would be amazing.
Django Unchained 2, Django kicks ass. Is there anything else to say about this possible Kick-Ass 3 thing?
No.
Okay. So Cameron, this is apparently news from like last week that I didn't even think about. But Cameron, I think you know what I'm talking about when I say this is ridiculous.
Okay.
This isn't the Chavo Guerrero thing, but this is the Fantastic Four thing.
Yeah.
Fantastic Four supposedly wrapped up shooting. Which that can mean one of two things. Number one, they filmed that entire movie in front of a green screen. Number two, this is a bullshit thing and they're not finished filming this movie. Like, come on. I don't know, man. Do you think this is legit?
I don't know.
I don't want it to be legit. I
don't want it to be legit, no. But I honestly don't know. I don't know.
We've had no set photos. We've had that one photo of the thing. What if this is like the 1995 Fantastic Four movie and it never happens?
Maybe.
That would be kind of funny. That would be hilarious.
I don't want the Fantastic Four to have their own movie. Just sprinkle them in like Avengers movies or something.
But they don't own the rights to Fantastic Four.
They could make their own Fantastic Four or something, or their own Avengers. They can do it. Do it, people. I'm a lawyer. I'll help you.
You're not a lawyer? Don't incorrectly tell these people you're a lawyer. You're Cameron. What the fuck?
I'm a lawyer Brownstone, people.
You were not Phoenix Wright. What the fuck, man?
Yes, I am. Don't tell me what I am.
You're not Harvey Birdman.
I am whatever I want to be.
You're Harvey Blackman.
I will do whatever it takes to put Fantastic Four in an Avengers movie.
Okay, but don't you want Doctor Doom to just fuck with the Fantastic Four?
Sure.
I don't know. I just, like I said, I don't want this to be legit, and I hope it's not. Because if they've already finished filming, then they filmed it in front of a green screen. They never went outside. We've had no set photos, and it's just gonna be horrible.
Yeah.
If this is true, this is gonna be terrible.
Yes.
Okay, so next up we got the Inhumans script is a thing. Marvel wants to make an Inhumans movie.
Sure.
Those are like the moon people.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know that much about them.
I don't either.
I know Black Bolt is really cool and doesn't talk because he blows things up when he talks or something. And then I know Lockjaw is a really cool dog. He's very Tamish.
No.
Tam is so cool though.
No.
I don't know, but is it weird that I'm like, I don't really know if I want any, like, once I hear some casting and once I hear some, fucking, what is it called? And once I see like some footage and like maybe some pictures, I'll be like, it's just like with Ant-Man for me. I wasn't excited for Ant-Man.
Yeah.
Then I saw casting and I saw pictures. I'm like, okay, Ant-Man's probably gonna be a really good movie.
Yeah.
Inhumans, I don't care right now, but I want to care eventually.
Sure.
And that's the thing that Marvel does, is Guardians of the Galaxy. I will tell you, 2 years ago, whenever I heard a Guardians of the Galaxy movie was being made, I'm like, what the fuck are the Guardians of the Galaxy? Who gives a fuck? And now it's my favorite Marvel movie.
Yeah.
So you know what? That's how it all starts. So I really, you know what? I will give this a chance, but right now I don't care.
Yeah.
Maybe that's Maybe some people are maybe some people don't like that, but I just don't care. Right? I will say that this does lead to the Guardians possibly having a cameo.
Then sure, I'm all for the movie.
Okay, now see, it is in this. I like how they're setting up the cosmic universe.
Yeah.
I just think that's badass. I hope it works out for everything. I just hope it works out. I want this movie to be good, obviously, because Marvel knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
We don't want it to be Thor, because Thor is probably the worst part of the Marvel universe right now as far as movies. So I don't want them to end up like Thor, where they're just like, oh, this movie's coming out, let's not see it until it's on DVD. Because that's how I was with both Thor movies. I really
when it's on FX randomly during the week.
Thor is always randomly on FX. And I will say the first Thor movie is decent, and the second Thor movie is... I would say the Thor movies are movies where if you have 2 hours and have nothing else to do, watch that, and that will be a time killer.
And that is exactly what you told me.
Exactly. And you have Loki.
Yeah.
You have Loki's cool. That's the best part of those movies. And Chris Hemsworth is a good Thor. I'm just saying. I don't know. So Cameron, what do you think about this Inhumans movie stuff?
Like you said, if when I hear more news about it, sure. I don't know.
I didn't want to see Black Bolt on the screen because that's going to take a hell of an actor to just not talk and just to look intense.
You want to know who we need? Zach Braff.
Zach Braff is Black Bolt?
Yes.
If Zach Braff's in a movie, I want him to talk, though. But then if he's like, ego, then he destroys the moon, basically. And he kills people. Oh, anyway, going on. Aquaman. Avenger of the Sea. He's not really an Avenger, but he avenges the sea, I suppose. So 2 Aquaman scripts are being written. 2 for the same movie, 2 different guys. I forgot what they've directed. I think one of them is the director of Gangster Squad. I don't remember what the other one's done.
Movie, by the way.
Is it weird I haven't seen that movie yet?
No, it's not weird.
I've been meaning to.
Movie. I know your movie taste.
My movie taste isn't good old school. Wait, really?
Yeah, I don't know if it would be your type of movie.
Okay, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
But anyway, so one of them is the director of Gangster Squad. One of them, I don't remember what he's directed, but they're both writing a script, and I guess the studio's gonna look at them and they're gonna decide, okay, whichever one is the best. And then I think they're gonna mix. They're just taking 2 scripts to base stuff off of, and I think that's awesome.
Sure, why not?
I don't know. It's a good approach to a character like Aquaman.
Yeah.
Where, you know what, one guy with the possibility of making it shitty, not a good thing, but 2 guys who might be... It's just like, if they're both really good, then you have 2 really good scripts that you can choose from. Yeah. If they're both bad, then you're fucked. If one of them's good and one of them's not, then you pick the good one. If they're kind of half good and half bad, you mix them together and you figure out the good, just the good.
Yeah.
I want a good Aquaman movie so bad.
DC, they're confusing me. Why aren't they just doing like Marvel did? Give us the cast of Justice League movie first, and then give us a Justice League movie.
Yeah, I kind of wish we could just build up to that more.
Yeah.
But we're getting Batman, Superman, Justice League, and then all the other movies.
Which I don't know.
But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe it'll work out.
Are they afraid that the movies would flop like Green Lantern, and then people don't want to see those movies?
I think they want to build up Justice League so people care about the characters again.
I see.
Kind of like Hulk in Avengers.
No.
Yes, it is like Hulk in Avengers.
Shut up about Hulk. This podcast is a Hulk-free zone.
But it's a comic book podcast. There is no comic book thing that is off limits.
Yes, it is, and that is Hulk.
What if the Hulk could freeze time with his orgasms? Then could we talk about him?
No, because he would probably murder a lot of women.
I'm just saying, man. It's just like what they do with Hulk, where it's like you gotta put them in the big movie first. And I understand that because we got a Green Lantern movie that flopped. People probably won't see a Shazam movie unless he's in something else first. I get it. I really do.
Yeah.
The only purpose I see is for Green Lantern and Aquaman, maybe Wonder Woman. Other than that, I don't see the purpose for like Flash, and I really don't see the purpose for fucking. I just said his name. What the fuck? Okay, let's just pretend I didn't say anything.
Okay.
Green Lantern is the only guy I can think of.
Yeah.
That is the real reason for it. Anyway, so 2 Aquaman scripts, though. I hope Aquaman's good. That movie's supposed to be, like, 2016, I believe.
Let's recast Aquaman as Chris Jericho.
Or we recast... You want to know a really interesting fan thing I saw the other day?
What?
I said, recast Jason Momoa as Vandal Savage. Do you like that idea at all? The only thing is, I feel he looks like Vandal Savage, but I don't think Jason Momoa could sell me that he's a 5,000-year-old badass.
Yeah.
I think he could just sell me that he's a badass.
Yeah.
And then recast Aquaman as Charlie Hunnam.
Recast Aquaman as Neil Patrick Harris.
That'd be kind of funny, actually. I wouldn't mind him as Aquaman. But then you know the jokes that would start, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
those
I'm not
jokes are
gonna
already
say
around.
It's stupid anyway.
Yeah.
So you make Neil Patrick Harris Aquaman, people are going to say, oh, well, yeah. It's just going to be really dumb.
Yeah.
Neil Patrick Harris would be a good Aquaman, though.
He would be.
Are we just naming blonde actors?
Yeah.
I don't know. I will say this, though. Jason Momoa as Aquaman, I really hope it proves something to me, because I wanted him as Lobo. You know I wanted him as Lobo.
Yeah.
And you know I really wanted him as Kraven in the Marvel Universe.
Yes. Now, that's what I would want to.
Nonetheless, moving on. So, Cameron, this is some news that'll be kind of fun.
Okay.
We've been getting a lot of Arrow Season 3 news.
Yeah.
So, episode 50 of Arrow, I think it's episode 50 of Arrow. Not this season, there aren't 50 episodes this season, but I believe it's episode like 50. It's called The Magician. So, this has made people think either Zatanna or Zatara will be in that episode.
Please be Zatanna. Please be Zatanna. Please be Zatanna.
What if it's both?
No.
Why not? Why do you hate Zatara?
Because he's the worst version of Zatanna.
He's just her dad.
He's the worst version of Zatanna.
That doesn't mean he came before Zatanna. That
You can still be the worst version of something even if you came before it.
But he's her dad.
So?
He's just... Okay, anyway. So Zatanna, I hope she's really sexy like she was in Smallville. Okay, that's all I really care about. I just love Zatanna. I think she's a great character. And I love Zatanna. You know I love Zatanna.
Yeah.
Zatanna is fantastic. I loved her in Smallville. She was great. She's really great. You know, I don't remember. Do you have any idea what the chick who voiced her in Young Justice looks like?
No.
I don't either. If she looks like her, bring her. She had the perfect voice for her.
She did.
I loved that. That was great. I just want everyone from Young Justice to be cast and stuff. I just do. I love that show. I love Young Justice. The show's so good. Oh, Artemis. I almost zoned out thinking about Artemis. What? So anyway, Karen, do you think Zatanna could bring some fun to Arrow?
Yeah.
What else is there really anything to say about this besides Zatanna plus Arrow equals awesome?
It's just...
Okay, see, one thing I could totally see is I could see Oliver being like, oh, look at this. I could see them doing the thing they kind of did with Clark and Smallville where he's like, oh, she's hot. Or she thinks he's hot. It's going to be something, they're going to do something like a sexy female character on a superhero show. You're going to put her next to the main protagonist.
I just want to say one thing. I searched the chick who plays Zatanna, and oh my god, she's so hot.
Does she look like Zatanna?
Yes.
Okay, then. So she plays Zatanna from now on.
Yes.
Okay, here. You just sent me a link, so I'm going to... Okay, let's see. Let's see if she looks like Zatanna. Oh my god.
I'm going to put a picture in the video so you people can see what we're looking at.
Oh my god. Can she please, play? Oh my god. I don't care who the fuck she plays. Just put her on TV. Put her on something. Oh my god. She is, she has the perfect voice. She looks like Zatanna. She's physically attractive. Make her Zatanna. Yeah. At the end of the day, that's all that matters. It's easy. But Cameron, you want to know a weird scenario that could happen?
What?
Is Zatara shows up, and he's talking to Oliver, and he's like, oh, what do you know, Oliver? I've got a daughter who dabbles in magic. And then that's it. We just get a reference to Zatanna, and we get Zatara. And saying Zatara and Zatanna next to each other a lot is getting really irritating to me, because I have to think about which one it is.
If if it's Zatanna and we get a mention of Zatanna, I would probably cry.
Okay, I'll be there to wipe your tears.
Okay.
And then we'll just watch Young Justice and think of the good old days.
Yes.
Zatanna, you were so cool. God, I really do. I just want good Zatanna, because I just think, bring back the chick from Smallville, even. She was great.
Sure.
Have I mentioned how much I love her?
Yes.
I told you how much I love her. She's amazing. Oh, she's great. Okay, so this next one is really the last bit of actual news, and this isn't even news. This is the really stupid thing that Chavo Guerrero, Mexican wrestler Chavo Guerrero, who any of you wrestling fans would probably know about, is not really good. He's okay, but he's not his fan. Whatever, this isn't wrestling. Chavo Guerrero has a comic book coming out called Chavo Guerrero. And first of all, the picture on it is a much buffer-looking Chavo, and he has energy coming out of his hands.
Well,
no, Mystico has a comic book. That's cool, but Chavo, no. No, thank you, Chavo Guerrero. I don't want your comic book. I didn't even know Chavo Guerrero liked comic books, let alone has one about him. See, what I want there just to be the end of this comic where he's like surrounded by people with guns. It's like, hey, Chavo, amigo, you stand down now. And he's like, no, I say, I ain't standing down. He turns into a frog, and he frog splashes all of them.
So he's Beast Boy.
No, he's Frog Kid.
There's a joke that I want to tell you after we're done recording this. I think you know what I'm talking about.
Yes, that makes sense. No, but I want Chavo Guerrero just to become Toad.
Sure.
No, I'm kidding. No, I want this to last one issue, and I want it to just not be good. Because one of the things where I'm cool with like good ideas. A story about Chavo Guerrero with energy coming out of his hands fighting crime. What the fuck? That just sounds awful. But no, cool for sure. I think it's cool he has his own comic book, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't want to read this.
Just in from my sources, we have the title of the first issue of Chavo Guerrero's comic book. It's called Finding Eddie's Heart.
Oh, offensive jokes. I hope you non-wrestling fans kept listening, because this is, yeah. Anyway, is there anything else to say about Chavo Guerrero's stupid comic book?
No.
It's weird, because these last 2 weeks we've had so much news, and this week we don't have as much.
Yeah.
And I didn't even come up with any bullshitting ideas, because I want this to last long. But okay. So now we're at the point of the show where the news is over, but we like to do our fun superpower fuck battle shit thing, which I come up with different names for every week. This is the second edition of it. So yeah, basically, whole rule of this is me and Cameron count to 3. We both name a comic book character. It can be any comic book character from any comic book company. It doesn't matter as long as they've been in comic books. And we then both must debate on who would win in a fight, and we both have to defend our character winning no matter who, and no matter how obvious it is that they might lose. As you might remember, last week's was Martian Manhunter versus Gambit, which included me saying Gambit would get his penis stuck in a tailpipe because Martian Manhunter would make him do it, and Cameron said Gambit could win by some very interesting measures.
Shut up.
It was, dude, I know it was an accident, and you accidentally said it, but it was really funny.
Yes, it was funny.
Okay. So, Cameron, do you have your person in mind?
Yes, I do.
Let's do it, because I happen to have my person in mind as well. Okay. So on the count of three. Okay. 3, 2, 1.
The Flash.
Drax the Destroyer.
But the Jay Garrick Flash, because that's the best Flash.
Old Man Flash. So, Old Man Flash versus Drax the Destroyer.
Yes.
Second week in a row, I pick a green person. Who is from space. That's a trend, I guess. Okay, so Drax the Destroyer versus Jay Garrick. Cameron, I'm going to let you go first with all of your reasons that Jay Garrick would beat Drax.
Okay, simply put, Drax is an amazing fighter. I'll give him that. But there's no way he is fast enough to handle Jay Garrick. He is the fastest Flash there's ever been. He can run, he has the ability to run the speed of light. He would just make a tornado and make Drax fly off into the distance. In the story.
Here's the thing. Drax is one of the most powerful fighters in the entire galaxy. He is the destroyer. He, in the comics, is the protector of one of the Infinity Stone gems, whatever you call them. I think they're like two. I think the movies call them gems, but they're stones. Same thing. Anyway, but it's just okay. Drax is one of the strongest, most powerful badasses in the galaxy. So here's the thing. He's gonna figure it out because he's gonna figure out a pattern with Jay Garrick's Flash. And whenever Flash just gets a little, because Flash is old, he's gonna have to take a breath. He's gonna have to take a quick little breath, and when he stops to take that quick breath, Drax is gonna grab it, he's gonna snap his fucking neck, and beat the shit out of him. Because if Drax can just get that one moment of opportunity where he can get his hands on Flash,
he won't have that opportunity.
But he's Drax. He's going to figure it out. He's a destroyer. He comes from a planet of warriors. He is going to be able to figure out a battle strategy. He's going to figure out where to come at him from, and he's going to fucking kill him.
Can any of those warriors run at the speed of light?
No, but here's the thing.
Okay, there you go.
Drax has his fancy hammer, I believe. Wait, no, he doesn't. What am I talking about? Anyway, he has knives. He can throw knives at him.
He would just run out the way. He would just he wouldn't even be, that wouldn't even be a competition throwing a knife at the Flash. Are you kidding me?
Okay, but when Flash punches him really quickly, he'll have that opportunity where he can grab him and then he can break his back.
Mr. Garrick is too smart. He knows that close range combat versus Drax would not work.
But here's the thing, though. Jay Garrick is also an old man and a fool.
Shut up.
He's old and he's slow, and he's got to stop to take his heart medication really quickly. And whenever he stops taking his heart medication, Drax is gonna slap it out of him and he's gonna punch him in the chest.
You are just delusional.
I am not, Cameron, what is the rule? What are the rules of this? We defend them at any cost.
Yes, we're defending.
It doesn't matter how ridiculous it sounds. We have to find a way that they would beat them.
Sure.
Okay, I think it's fair enough to say that you win this. Even though I put up a hell of an argument with how Drax could beat him that involves heart medication, yeah, Jay Garrick won. And who won last week anyway?
Martian Manhunter.
Yay. Okay, so we're 1-1.
Yeah.
That's interesting. We'll keep our records from now on, just every week.
Yeah.
We're 1-1. Caleb won, Cameron won. Our champions are... Interesting fact, Marvel has lost 2 weeks in a row as well.
Marvel is going to come back bigger and better next week.
Who knows? We don't know because here's the thing. Okay, first, should we say the rules about the Marvel DC thing?
Sure. Basically,
even though we will switch up maybe once in a while and use Dark Horse or something like that or Vertigo, it does seem like, pretty much it's going to be reversing us between DC and Marvel because that's most of the powerful characters because DC owns the rights to most of the Vertigo stuff. And then the only really superpower, I'm not going to say Tony Chu, because Tony Chu isn't going to win a fight against someone with superpowers. That doesn't make any goddamn sense. He's just going to bite them and know their memories. That's it. Hellboy's the only person I can really think of. Maybe the chick from Sex Criminals. I don't know. She could fuck them? That's actually a really good idea.
Let's not speak of her this week.
Not this week. I have a feeling you're going to use her next week.
Maybe. Who knows? Don't go spoiling anything for next week.
Neither of us have used a female yet.
We want the people to come back next week.
That's a good point. Anyway, so we're at the end of the show. So please feel free, hit the like button, favorite, and
what we're reading.
Oh my God, Cameron, what are you reading this week?
Watchmen, Hack Slash, Last Son of Krypton, and The Hunger Games.
I am reading Preacher still, and then I need to start Mark Waid's, and then I have a bunch of other shit at home. I'm flying back home.
Suicide Squad, man.
I'm gonna this weekend, yo.
You got to.
When I get home, that will be the first thing I read.
Thank you. I don't believe you.
I'm kidding. Dude, I have maybe 2 priorities that are bigger than Suicide Squad. But then Suicide Squad, man. I promise.
Alrighty.
Dude, you know how fast I read when I really get into it.
You do.
Dude, okay, in the last 3 weeks, how many graphic novels have I gone through out of 13? 9?
Yeah.
I have 4 left that I arrived in Arizona with. I had 13, I have 4. So yeah, I've been reading them, but I haven't read this week though. But I did watch the Watchmen movie.
And you liked it.
I loved it. The director's cut of Watchmen, here's the thing. The director's cut is 3 hours and 6 minutes. The original cut is 24 minutes shorter. I cannot imagine that movie 20 minutes shorter, so I'm sure the normal version is not good.
I see.
I will say this though, all the casting decisions in that movie are amazing, except for maybe Silk Spectre. Rorschach amazing, Dr. Manhattan amazing, Asmodeus amazing, Comedian amazing. I loved that casting, man. I loved it a lot. Dude, I will say the casting of Rorschach in that movie might be one of the greatest casting decisions in comic book movie history.
Really?
Yes, dude. I'm serious, man. That is good. Man, that's a good movie. That's just good. The director's cut, at least, is a really good movie. Watchmen is amazing. But Dr. Manhattan looks like the blue love child of Kevin Spacey and Edward Norton.
Well then.
Try getting that out of your head now when you see Dr. Manhattan. Also, one thing I loved, Dr. Manhattan has a little wiener. Just hanging around, flopping around.
Yeah.
It's really cool. Like in the comic, you just see like kind of a circular thing, but then in the movie, he has a little wiener. It flops around. It's really hilarious.
Why are you paying attention to his penis?
I just noticed I was like, that's a blue dick. Wow. That's a penis. I will say the movie. I will say this. Two things I will say about the movie. That is one of the most visually stunning movies I've ever seen.
Really?
Visually amazing. The first 30 minutes are the best, and I will say the opening credits. Like the first 10 minutes of that movie is some of the best filmmaking I've ever seen. It's that good. Like those opening credits, times they are a change. That's so good. And then another last thing I will say, second best soundtrack I've ever heard in a comic book movie.
Number one being Guardians, right?
Oh, dude, nothing will ever. My album of the year is a movie soundtrack. That's how much you know I loved it.
Well then.
I really could talk about Watchmen for days, but anyway, like I said, you can feel free to. Cameron, do you have any other thoughts about stuff you're reading?
I finished Birds of Prey Volume 1, and it's not for everybody, but it's really good.
Is it for people who don't mind a bunch of female protagonists?
Yeah. If you like Suicide Squad and you like a female kind of having the lead role, then Birds of Prey is for you.
I like Suicide Squad. I like females in rule. I like Batgirl. I should read Birds of Prey.
Yeah, Batgirl is really good in Birds of Prey.
And speaking of which, I also like Poison Ivy, and she's a member of the Birds of Prey.
Yes, she is.
I love Poison Ivy.
And the Katana is my underrated superhero of the year.
Of the year?
Yeah, underrated.
We should start doing that, like underrated superhero of the year or something, like week or some shit. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We should come up with new segments for the show.
We will.
We will, because it's like we're just starting out. What is this, episode 6?
Yeah, something like that.
We got a long way to go. It took us until week 5 to do the superhero battle fuck thing.
Yeah.
So anyway, did you have any final comments on anything?
No.
Okay, I don't either. So everybody, you can feel free to favorite this video, subscribe for all of our other shit that involves just everything. And of course, you can get this here every Friday, usually on Friday. This also isn't our only podcast. We usually do Cam Center when there's enough sports news, but that is not weekly like this is. This we can bullshit our way if we don't have news. That's the fun part of it. So anyway, yeah, like I said, favorite, comment, subscribe, do whatever the fuck you want. Put what you want in the comment section. What do you think of all the crazy fucking news this week? Do you think it's cool? Do you think it's not cool? Do you think we're awesome? Do you think we're dickhead, fuckhole,
Who do you
retards?
think win between Flash and Drax?
Who do you think? And remember, kids, this is Jay Garrick Flash. This is Flash with the metal helmet.
Yes, kids. If you don't know who that is, then you're doing something wrong.
And Drax the Destroyer is Batista.
Yeah.
That's the... So, dude, I really picked a shitter this week. You really won that. You really won that. I was going to say Star-Lord, and you would have won that too. But then I will say Thanos is another one I was thinking of. I'm not sure if you would have won that one.
I don't know if he would have won that one.
Alright, but anyway, like I said, I'm not going to put whatever the fuck you want in the comment section. If you want to talk about your dog, you can do it. I really won't care. I have a dog. He's cool. Like I said, I won't get rid of what you put in the comment section unless it's too mean. Really, I won't. Cameron, have we ended the gimmick where you don't like it when I say that?
I don't know.
Gimmick over?
No, not
gimmick
over.
Change confirmed.
Hiatus.
Hiatus. Oh, one day it'll make a comeback.
One day. I'm not telling you.
One day. So anyway, see, I'm trying to stall because I don't have anything clever to say for the end of the video.
I see.
I'm Caleb.
I'm Cameron.
And I'll whisper, no.